Hello everyone, this is Lisa from Puzzles by Lisa, and today we're going to do the rest of the extra large 500 piece puzzles. And we only do the ones that have green on them and says large piece format, because there is a third type of puzzles which we're going to see in the third part. So if you want to see very large but not large as large format puzzles, 500 piece, there will be a third part, because I think the first part that I just finished shooting was very long, and I don't want to put all of them in one video. It would be too much. So we start by demonstration. Size of piece that you can see, really it's much smaller. That's the regular one, and that's actually the extra large one. And so you can see that it's really much more large piece format, as basically Ravensburger is saying. You can see the actual size here. It's really good for people who has some type of challenges in their vision, or if they don't have very good way to separate the different shades, or they don't have good lighting, because it gives you like a lot more handle, or if they need help with, you know, just type of like anything that's related to their motion. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna walk through all the puzzles that are that type of extra large, which are really extra large. So we're gonna start with a puzzle that I don't have anymore, and I'm actually kind of shocked that I even found it, because it was the first and last time I've ever seen it. It's called Asleep in the Farm, and that's by Ruth Sanderson, and that is a beautiful puzzle that is showing two horses. Ruth Sanderson actually have a few puzzles with Ravensburger. We are actually not going to see any of the ones that she has today, but she has a total of 4 of them. And this one is the only extra large. No, actually, yeah, this is the only extra large that she has. And I've have to say, I gave it to my friend Jennifer, who collected all the large piece puzzles. And you're gonna see a bunch that I don't have, that Jennifer allowed me to do one time, and that was delightful. And so we're together. We actually, like, I think have the whole series of extra large together, because I really don't have any other ones anymore. So let's start with this. Beautiful Vista by Stephen Oches. This is from 2011. Asleep in the Farm was also from 2011. It's a nice puzzle. I mean, it's not as interesting as you could imagine, but it was one of the first one I've done. All the one we're seeing right now are puzzles that are not produced anymore. They're discontinued. So if you're interested in one of them, you need to find them elsewhere, not in stores. I don't think any of them is being sold anywhere. That one probably you can live without if you couldn't find it. But if you are looking into like getting all of them, for example, then you need to know that this is existing. The next one is another one I don't have. It's from my friend Jennifer. It's called The Perfect Setup. It has a very nice picture of flowers. It has a very nice picture of some kind of lemons underneath. I really enjoyed doing that one. That's a very hard to find one. So again, good luck if you need to find it. It's actually like not something that's easy to get. And it's from 2010. It's by Robin Lucille Anderson, which I don't think have any other puzzles basically. So a bunch of like ones that we're seeing here are jewels that are just impossible to get. And so again, if you're into like finding all of them, now you know that they exist. If you're just into like the interest of learning what's existing out there, that's something that you can know. Next one we're going to look at is called Underwater Smiles by Michael Cyril. Michael Cyril actually has a few puzzles with Ravensburger. Most of them are underwater. Maybe all of them are underwater. He has 6 of total of them. And no, one of them at least is not underwater. So we're going to see another one probably later today. Really cute one. One of the probably nicest, kind of like extra large format underwater. And then this one is one that's impossible to get. It's called Birds of Paradise by Mary Thompson, 2012. I found it twice exactly. I bought it twice exactly. I've done it twice exactly. Really hard to find this one. Mary Thompson. I don't think she has any other puzzles with Ravensburger either. Yeah, no. At least not my site says it. She doesn't. This is probably one of my most favorite extra large puzzles, and maybe I like the ones that are hard to get more than others just because it's hard to get them, but I really, really enjoyed doing this one. That's another one. It's called Tea Party by Rachel Perry. This was quite fun. It is quite busy though, so if you are trying to find puzzles that are kind of easy to do, that's not one of them. We'll see some more Rachel Perry in the other video that I'm going to do on 300 pieces and like another size of 500, which is not exactly the large format. But she has quite a few puzzles overall, and some of them are quite busy. Next, we're going to look at this, which I would believe. Joseph Burgess is a person that did that, but it says a different name, which is Tom Antoniashuk, which is really interesting because I don't know how that's possible. It's called The Attic. It's from 2016. You might be able to find this puzzle also in 1,000 pieces in a small box because they were printed in the small boxes. I had at least one time my hands on that kind of thing. I love Burgess, and he has his signature here in the side all the time. Some of his puzzles are absolutely amazing. So if you don't know who Joseph Burgess is, you might want to check some of his puzzles because I definitely have to say that most of them are beautiful art, and I definitely love each one of the puzzles that I've encountered. Okay, the next one is another one that I don't have. It's called Brilliant Balloons. It's also by Tom Antoniashuk, and probably I need to check if he's Joseph Burgess or not, because it says here DBA Joseph Burgess. I don't know what's DBA, so I probably need to check that as well. Brilliant Balloons is a hot air balloon, beautiful puzzle. It's the first one that I ever tried to speed puzzle somewhat. And so I've done it with my friend like that. So I've done the puzzle probably 3 or 4 times overall, and then I sold it, so I don't have it anymore. The one after that is Summer by the Sea, another puzzle that I don't have anymore, by Kim Leo. I totally love that puzzle. I like that style of art. It's really beautiful to actually see the different kind of it's very simple type of art, very simple drawing type of style, but beautiful and super fun to put together. So I'm a huge fan of those puzzles. And then after that one, puzzle that I think that is absolutely amazing is called Star Spangled by George Kovacs from 2013. I cannot say enough good things about this one. I totally love the Ferris wheel. I love everything that's related to the fireworks. I have to say that part might be kind of scary for some people, but I don't remember that puzzle to be difficult in any way, so I think you're probably going to handle it. For extra large format, again, depends on why you want the extra large, if because of the size of the pieces, or do you actually want it to be simpler and easier. That might be more on the difficult side compared to other ones. And we'll see a few others that are actually kind of we'll talk about the difficulty level as well. Okay, next one that we're going to see, I don't have. It's called Buttons by Nancy Matthews from 2013. It's a really cool one that is actually showing just a pile of buttons, as you can see here. And I loved it. I've done it, and since it's very rare, some of my very rare ones are being sold just because people really want to get them, and I didn't care enough to save this one, and I don't have enough space in my house for all the puzzles in the world. Very unfortunately, because I would be very happy to have space for all of them, but I guess I have too many for actually any house right now that is probably reasonable. So I sold that one, and I had a lot of fun doing it. If you can find it, I highly recommend. Very colorful, very fun. If you can't find that one, there is a buttons challenge that I also sold in 1,000 pieces. It's not from the same artist, but it's also showing a lot of buttons, and it is also really fun. So buttons and knitting related things are always fun in puzzles, I think. The next one we're going to see is another Michael Cyril from 2012 called Lion's Pride. I also don't have that one. I also got it from Jennifer. It was also really, really cute 500 piece puzzle. And it's kind of like a Howard Robinson type of style of puzzle. But I didn't even know it existed before Jennifer showed it to me. So I have to say that I owe Jennifer a lot for just showing those to me. And now we're going to see another one that's very very rare. It's called Fairy Houses, Sally J. Smith from 2014. This is really hard to find. I mean, I think the art is nice. It's like very green, so if you're looking for something very colorful, maybe that's not the one. But if you're looking for something that is very unique, that's definitely the one. Or if you're trying to get all the extra large format, then definitely you have to have that. So I got it on eBay at some point, and it was really cute. Again, very, very unique. I got another one that I'll show you that I think, again, like it's more mundane type of photo, so maybe not a lot of people are gonna go crazy for that. But again, if you want to have everything, well, you need to have that one. Now that's one that I would totally recommend. It's called Golf, Kate Ward Thacker. Kate Ward Thacker have a thing for like busy puzzles, but busy, cute, colorful puzzles. For example, she did Vintage Games, if you know that puzzle, which is great. Road Trip USA, which is great. Total of 7 puzzles. Maybe one that I should show at some point is a License to Life, which is a beautiful 500 regular puzzle. But really, she does very, very nice puzzles, and I think I've done most of her puzzles right now. So that one is Golf, 2014, Kate Ward Thacker. And that's a puzzle I need to do a second time, because, you know, maybe if you watch my stuff, you know that I don't like the photos that I took in the past that are not exactly above, not exactly perfect matte type of style. So I'll need to do that one again. Michael Whitley, Flower Track from 2014. One of the earliest puzzles that I've done when I became like more serious with puzzles. I don't think this artist has any other puzzles with Ravensburger, but you have to see. This is delightful. I do not have a lot of words to say about kind of like something so cute that a truck is becoming, I guess, a flower pot. So I really, really enjoyed that one, and I'm planning to do it again later this year. I mean, if I could, I would do just all of them like immediately, but I have too many of the large format to do again, because these are a lot of the ones that I actually started in doing in 2019 and taking photos that are just not good enough. Okay, that one. John O'Brien, The Sitting Room from 2015. I've done this puzzle when I was in a hotel room in Singapore, and I have a horrible photo of that one. He has 7 puzzles in total. You might know Gallery of Fine Arts, which is 3,000 pieces, or maybe you did Paris Impressions, which is a 1,000 piece and super duper difficult, which I didn't think is going to be so difficult. That wasn't super difficult, but again, from the 500s extra large, it's definitely on the difficult side. And I have to say that I need to do it again. I've done it, as I said, in a hotel room, so took not a good photo, and I improved a lot in taking photos, and I need to do a video of how to take great photos if you want to take great photos. Maybe tell me in the comments if you actually take photos of puzzles. Do you care about it at all? Because I'm very, very particular, and I'm walking with foam boards in a hotel rooms to take the best photo I can find, like for a place to find it. But I guess some people don't care, and they snap a photo quickly, or they don't take a photo at all. So I would be definitely interested to know if you do or if you don't. Okay, next one I don't have. It's called Tropical Love by Alan Gianna 2015. I actually have, basically it is this puzzle, but it's just in a different box in large piece format. And this one is a small box, even though it is large piece format as well, but it's not the same kind of thing that we're seeing there. And so it's a very yellow puzzle, but it is absolutely beautiful. I love puzzles by Alan Gianna. Alan Gianna has a few puzzles that are large format, a few puzzles that are actually like not large format. I think basically like all of them are great. If you watch part 1 of this thing, you've seen some Alan Gianna. If you're going to watch the 300 extra large piece video that I'm going to do in the future, it's going to be having a bunch of Alan Gianna as well, so definitely delightful. And here's another one I need to redo. It's called Beacons Cove, Betty Siatnes 2015. I really enjoyed that puzzle like a while ago, and I need to do it again because I took not a great photo. Very easy, very cute art style, pretty simple. Not a lot of colors, but really kind of simple, not too difficult to do. And this is called Window Bodies by Lucy Belode. I don't think she has any other puzzles with Ravensburger. This is 2015. Definitely love the cats looking out the window like that. It's slightly dark, but I think that it is totally doable. Again, if you're looking, some of those are not as easy as the cozy series that we've seen in the first video, but I do think that it's very, very interesting to have different things and not have everything to look actually the same. So I think actually this video is showing you a lot bigger range of different puzzles and different styles, which is really something that I love about puzzles, to have the range, to have the variety, to have the different kind of things, and build every time something that feels quite different. So that's another beautiful puzzle. It's called Still of the Night by Jim Hanse. And again, I love this puzzle, like really, it's from 2017. It's slightly dark. That is definitely on the difficult side if you're looking for like so much red and then a bunch of blue. But it is just absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, there is no other art by this person. I'm almost sure about that, but I will double check just in case. Yes, no other art by this person. But if you find it, get it, because it's like really discontinued and like it's not anymore in the catalogs of what you can get. And maybe one that you know and interested in is this Amy Stewart called Viva la Vinyl from 2017. I've done this puzzle in a hotel room in San Francisco. I have a terrible photo. I need to do it again. I will do it again, I promise. But not yet. Very colorful, quite Amy Stewart kind of like thing. Probably I need to do that sooner rather than later. And that one, it's unfortunate that it's discontinued, but you cannot find it anymore. And another beautiful one is Drive Through Route 66 by Greg Giordano, 2017. I got this puzzle in Singapore. So maybe, I don't know, we maybe got already this kind of like thing, but I'm trying to find puzzles wherever I can. I try to find all of them, so I find myself in very weird places getting puzzles. And in Singapore, I just picked up every single puzzle that I didn't have. I just picked it all over Singapore. I was like in taxis going back and forth to get more puzzles. This one was one that I've never seen before. I got it in Singapore. I got home and did it immediately. And I still have a really bad photo of that one because I've done it in 2019. So I'll need to do it again. If you find it, get it. It's discontinued. It's really fun. As you can see, like all the burger and the mustard and ketchup and everything. I cannot recommend more than doing that. And that artist, again, is like an artist that does not work, at least on any other puzzles that I know of. So if you can get it, just please get it. Same thing I would say about this one. It's called Exotic Harbor. It's from Mediana Trick from 2011. And this puzzle, I have a fun story. I don't know, a story about it. Because I went and actually got this one in a place that was 2 hours away from my house. So like means, no, 3 hours away from my house. So like total of like 6 hours driving back and forth to get this puzzle and other puzzles from the person that actually gave it to me. And I have to say that it was definitely worth it. But he told me, like, are you sure you really want to do this trip? Because I can't even promise you all the pieces are inside all the puzzles. And I was like, I'm definitely coming. So I'll do a video about how I got some puzzles, because I remember the story of every single puzzle, how I got it, where I got it, what was the story behind it. And this one definitely have some stories behind it. So, again, beautiful puzzle, discontinued, Exotic Harbor. If you find it, just do it. And that's the second one I told you that I think you're not going to be super excited about. It's like called NYC Skyline, Interlitho, 2011. Of course, it's just a bridge. So New York Skyline, the usual one. You have a bunch of puzzles like that. If you go to puzzlesbyLiza.com/NYC, you can actually see a lot of puzzles from New York, and a lot of them look kind of like that. So that's the reason I think it's like less exciting, is because it's just kind of similar to stuff you've probably seen before. And then The Fishing Lesson by Mary Ann Vesey from 2018. This one actually is a hard to get puzzle, and I had one copy of it and I sold it, but here is a second copy because I don't know how not to get them if I find something that's hard to get. And so this one is a super cute puzzle, very nice art, pretty easy to separate to pieces. You see the sky is very different than the houses. I recommend. And then this one is one of the, maybe my most favorite ones. Corey Carlson has 3 puzzles with Ravensburger. This one is called Weekend Escape. It's from 2018. Look how delightful that is. You see the fishing boat. You see, actually that's kind of a fishing lesson, if you ask me, more even than the other one. But this one is called Weekend Escape, and it is absolutely amazing. And then another very hard to get, it's called Pets on Tour from Amy Rosenberg, and it's from 2018. And I highly recommend to actually do this one if you can find it. It's very hard to find, and I think that it's absolutely gorgeous and so much fun if you look at kind of like all the pets and all the maps and everything. I need to do it again. I've done it one time and took a photo on a brown table, and I like taking all my puzzles in a very similar way on a white background on my foam boards. So again, it will happen. And then the next one is called Cruising by Joseph Burgess. We talked about him, that I told you that I love him. It's from 2020. I sold the puzzle, that's why I can show it to you. But I would say that like basically anything that's related to puzzles that are from Joseph Burgess, I would always love doing them. And so everything that is Cuban cars, I would love doing them. So basically like that's a very good mix between the two. And I highly recommend to try to find that one. It's like so many colorful cars. It's just absolutely adorable. And so I can only recommend to you like a lot to actually like do this one. And I believe that with that, we finished all the puzzles that are the regular 500 size, because all the rest I've showed you in the other video. So with that, I would just finish and say, look, all of those you've seen today are puzzles that are discontinued. If you find them, you should get them, or you should do them, because you're probably not going to see them like a lot in the future. So here is like a good signal of like what beautiful variety we have and what you can actually do, and probably will have harder time to do later on. If you want to see the current one, go back and watch the other video, which is basically showing you everything that is currently in the US catalog, and you can see also what really was new in 2024. Thank you for watching this. If you stay, you can see all of my completed puzzles. You can see all of my horrible photos that I took in 2019 and that I need to do again. If you're going to do those puzzles, let me know, so maybe I can somehow include some of that together. I will be delighted to know that more people are doing the same puzzles that I do. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe. With that, bye-bye and have a good day.